Hi, in this video on the Raspberry Pi, controlled by Raspberry Pi 2, I focus on some timing issues that I think I have. So far I haven't found any real errors in the code, and that is the C++ code. And when looking at it carefully, the sleeping time is set to 2 seconds. When I go look at the Raspberry Pi 2, it is set as 15 seconds, which might be unlogical. However, the timing window is uncertain from the Raspberry Pi 2 side, and with 15 seconds you know that you have a constant signal whenever the input is allowed on the Raspberry Pi 1. And when using manual switch, I can press it any time as well, as long as I like, and then it just works. So if 15 seconds should be okay. Another change that might help, but I haven't tested it yet, is setting the GPIO 18 to 0 in between. And as you can see, this part of the code is commented out, so it doesn't do anything. So let's just see how this works out. First, I have to start it. And it doesn't do a thing, which is odd in itself. So let's now start this piece of code. Okay. You never know what to expect. So why is the code itself not working? Because last time it worked until the code, the counter code, or better said, the control code started. So whatever is happening, this is a typical situation of a live experiment which doesn't work once again as intended. So let's try again. And really nothing happens. Okay, maybe it's better to run the Python code to see if the hardware is fine. So Oh, I can do that as well, of course. Let's do that. Of course, to err is human. I forgot to put sudo before the command. And apart from, again, LED2 in the middle, as you can see here, LED1 and LED3 burning, but LED2 doing nothing again. So let's see how this control code works. And it stops right in the middle. And when released, the C++ code just starts working again. So there still is something in this piece of code that which comes to mind might have to do with the input state. So let's quit this and change the input state to 1. See if that works out. See if I can get the compile command quick enough. Yes. And let's run it. And now let's run the control side. Okay, let's see. Here the state is 1 this time. And it keeps saying unpressed, which says there is no input. Changing back to 0. Compiling once again. Let's stop this one. Running. And this one immediately starts to work. However, and when I check here, input state is 1. And now let's just check how far that goes, because when the input state is 0 it works. Now let's see when it changes back to 0. maybe I'm too impatient. With the input state doesn't change back. And there's one other thing I could do in the control code. Let's interrupt here. Namely, here, make this shorter. Let's say 2 or 4 is maybe better. Copy, oops, and paste. Let's see how that works out. And compile. Something has to work. So let's start it. And as you can see, here the code is running. And now this code is running. See, and that is a big difference. Because now, after 4 seconds, now there's a change. So this definitely has influence. So there's a big change. And one other thing to fix is the second LED. Because why does it work with the same code in Python and not in C++? So that is the next thing to solve. While this is clearly a very big improvement on this counter controlled by the RPi2. So thanks for watching, and certainly to be continued.